A breaking news here in the Cardano ecosystem. We've got Charles Hoskinson confirming and actually showing me the proof that he's got extremely close ties to Donald Trump. Now, whether or not that materializes into something in the future, we'll still have to hold our breaths and see. But as a part of today's video, we've just got the official wrap up of the Doom on Hydra tournament. I want to break down exactly what my experience was like and what some of the key updates are coming out of that particular event. Oh, what's up, Ida Gang? Welcome into Dapp Central, your home for everything blockchain and crypto. My name's Fareed. As a part of today's brief recap, I've just landed coming back home from Vegas, and I want to just highlight some of the biggest updates that I've got from the recent Doom on Hydra tournament, where we saw $50,000 worth of USDM, the fiat-backed stablecoin here on Cardano, being distributed amongst 4 of the top players there in that particular competition. We saw the first place winner walking away with $25,000, second place walking away with $15,000, and then third and fourth place, I believe, walking both away with $5,000. And so this was really an eye-opening experience. Got to sit down next to Charles, interview him on stage. That's going to be being released here by the blockchain PR team in a fully edited video. I'll, of course, make sure to share that here on the channel as soon as I've received that. But in addition to that, I want to quickly highlight some of the biggest pieces here from a live stream that I did, where Charles broke some interesting news, talking, or not even talking, confirming that he's got some extremely close ties to Trump. Now, I've been asked a lot already about what I actually saw and what Charles has showed me. I want to be a man of my word. And so the fact that Charles has asked me not to share this, I want to honor that and just keep that in private. Now, if he wants to go ahead and divulge exactly what he's shown me, that's obviously up to him. But what I'll say in short or in summary is the fact that I was able to confirm that, yes, Charles does have some extremely close ties to Trump. Now, does that materialize to, something in the future? I don't know. All I can say is that with my own 2 eyes, I saw some interesting pieces of content there on his phone, linking him back over to Trump. So I'll leave it at that. But as we just get ready to jump in here, a really, really interesting time here for Cardano. We're expecting the Plomin hard fork. And so I'll make sure to cover that here in the next couple of days. That should be kicking off here in 3 days, actually taking place on the 29th of January. So let's play this brief clip here, and then we'll move right on into some of the biggest updates there. I was able to get a little bit of time from JJ Seiler, Charles's chief of staff, who's also in attendance at the recent Trump inauguration. So here we've got Charles Hoskinson playing Doom there on Hydra. We've got the first place winner here. Charles, of course, there on stage, getting the opportunity to interview him. That was extremely awesome. Again, we've got Charles and just sort of the entire setup there at the event. It was really, really eye-opening for me as a content creator, how much tech there was there and how big of an energy or how much energy there was there focused here on gaming. Of course, the team from USDM, we've got Matt Tristan there and Blockjock, both in representation. Of course, we've got Foo Styles there, the host of the actual event. Charles talking about governance and what we can expect in the next couple of days. And then, of course, there we've got the entire team there right before the event actually kicked off. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed that. I definitely did. That was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, but definitely looking forward to jumping back out there and contributing to even more content, especially with the upcoming Rare Evo. So I'm going to go ahead and just take a quick minute to plug that in here. If you aren't aware, Rare Evo is taking place this coming August. If you want to go ahead and attend, I'll leave the link to my particular code down below. I'll pop that up on the screen here as well. I want to say it's DC10 or DC10. That'll give you a nice little discount. I get a kickback, so it's a win-win. Of course, the team from Rare Evo is also able to boost their attendance here ahead of the actual event, where typically people wait till the last minute. Now, having said all of that, there was a really nice clip that I want to play here again. This was Charles, and I'll leave the link to the full interview down below. But in basically breaking down the fact that he's got these extremely close ties to Trump. And it's not just this piece. Again, I was able to sit down with Trim Brusette to talk about exactly how this feels, obviously for him, but just the entire team from Hydra who's been able to showcase their technology. But then on top of that, I was able to get some time from Charles. I was able to get some time from JJ Seiler, his chief of staff. And then, of course, Adam Dean, one of the masterminds here when it comes to development here on Cardano. So I'm going to play this extremely quick clip here, and then we're going to switch gears and then jump into exactly what we can expect, because I will be hosting piloting him representing Sunday Swap, Trim Brewset from IOG, and Adam Dean here very, very shortly.
Hold on, guys.
Yeah, he called him.
Wow.
Yeah. So we connected, okay? We're not going to say who that was.
No,
But
Charles is making some power moves,
Yeah.
guys. I just saw that with my own eyes. So I can definitely vouch. Thank you for sharing that with me, Charles. That is awesome.
Yeah.
When I tell you, Charles, I didn't expect this. I was just streaming and you just literally dropped in and like.
So that is the major highlight there. Again, Charles really, really being in tune with the community. I cannot thank him enough. I definitely appreciated that. None of that was scripted or planned at all. I was literally in the middle of my live stream and he just happened to pop up there. So shout out to RNG Crypto for clipping that bit of content there. That went wild. That went viral, I should say. Shout out to Dan Gambardello from CCV, who's also retweeted that, making a lot of waves here within the ecosystem. If you want to find the full interview or the full live stream, I'll leave the link to it down below, but it's roughly about an hour and 50 minutes. I literally ended up streaming the entire thing when it came to the actual competition, breaking down all of it bit by bit here. So again, if you guys want more of that content, make sure to go ahead and check out the links down below. Now, what can we expect moving forward? So as a part of the actual conversation with Charles, of course, he's talked about him and having some of those close ties to Trump. He also talked a little bit about supporting USDM, the fiat-backed stablecoin here. He's obviously extremely in favor of that stablecoin, which is why we had the smart contract in place where the winners were immediately paid out right after the actual competition had ended, and it was all done on chain. And so having said that, Charles has talked about having USDM sort of be the USDT and the USDC of Cardano, but then also even branching that out into other ecosystems, for example, like Ethereum, Bitcoin, etc. And so again, it's really awesome to see that he wants to support the ecosystem from within. We also briefly talked about governance and exactly what role IOG, the foundation, and Emergo should be playing moving forward. He's talked about how IOG sort of retracted themselves from using their ADA and governance here, and exactly what he sees moving forward. So that'll all be coming out here as a part of that fully dedicated interview. As soon as I've met with the blockchain PR team, they've given me the green light, and IOG gives me the green light. I'll make sure to share that here out on the channel. Now, when it came to JJ Seiler, his chief of staff, he's basically putting together a report for Charles following their recent attendance at Trump's inauguration, where he was able to meet with Javier Milei. He talked about the fact that Javier knew very well about what Cardano was doing. And then he was also able to get some time from the Chainlink team. So Charles and I believe the team from IOG currently in talks. They've talked with the CEO, I believe, from Chainlink, and they're going to be doing everything that they need to do in order to make sure that Cardano is able to be integrated into the biggest Oracle platform here in the crypto and blockchain space. From a interoperability standpoint, that's going to be massive. And this is actually another point that Charles has mentioned, is that he wants to make Cardano a peninsula again. So again, really interesting terminology there, obviously following in the lines or in the footsteps of Trump. But when it comes to integrations, Chainlink will be massive. And so it's not just that. There's also obviously talks about RLUSD from Ripple, etc. But those are some of the biggest highlights. And I'm going to be reaching out to Charles and his team to see if I can actually get him here on the channel for a fully dedicated interview. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave those down below. As again, I'll be working to reach out to them to see if I can get something dedicated lined up. Now, one thing I did not highlight here is the actual swag. A lot of free swag there. We've got the official Hydra hat coming in there from the team. And then I want to give a big shout out here to Trim for blessing me with this awesome Doom on Hydra jersey. Let me know if you guys can see that there. That is the official tournament jersey that a lot of the members from Blockchain PR, IOG, and the actual players were wearing there. I definitely do appreciate that swag. In terms of where you can actually purchase that, I don't think that you actually can. That was all custom made. But if you were in attendance at the event, there were hoodies, glasses, and the hat. All of that was actually free. But that jersey there, a nice gift there from Trim and the team. I cannot thank them enough. Now, having said all of that, let's jump back in here. If you've missed it, the transaction hash for the actual token distribution is available here on C Explorer. Again, I'll leave the link to that down below. But this breaks down here the first, second, and third place trophies, their wallet addresses, the distribution. And this, again, is exactly what we want to see, right? So while they did have pictures of everybody here on stage with the big checks, they were actually paid out on chain. And then we've got the first place trophy mint here. Now, having said all of that, I'll be hosting Adam Dean, Pi Laningham, and Trim Busset here. I want to say either Monday or Tuesday to sort of dive into the behind the scenes of exactly what it took to make all of this happen. A lot of effort, a lot of time and commitment coming in here from these core contributors. If you guys want that content, please turn on those bell notifications, smash that thumbs up. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about today's video, leave a comment down below. Having said all of that, thank you all for tuning in here. I cannot thank everybody who's tuned in for that live stream. I appreciate the support. It means a lot. It really, really does. And having said all of that, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody, for now. See you all in the next video. Cheers.